From shows, gaming, and one-of-a-kind experiences, Las Vegas has a lot to offer. Today we're going to show you 10 things you can do absolutely free in Las Vegas in 2024. Hey guys, it's Daryl from the Neon Tourist YouTube channel, and today we're going to give you some insider information for your next Vegas vacation. Now, whether it's your first time in Vegas or you're a seasoned vet to the City of Sin, Las Vegas has a lot to offer, and like most other things, the prices just keep going higher and higher. However, not everything in Vegas requires that you bust out your credit card, and in fact there are still a lot of very fun things to do absolutely free while you're here. So today, we're going to go through the top 10 things you can still do absolutely free in Las Vegas in 2024. And be sure you stick around to the end, because as a born and raised Las Vegas native, it was news even to me, and I had no idea that it existed until I was doing research for this video, and you do not want to miss it. So without further ado, let's get to the list. Coming in number 10 on our list is the Mermaid Encounter at the Silverton. Now this entry is coming in at number 10 simply because of where the resort is located, as it's not on the Strip or Fremont Street. The Silverton is an off-strip property that most people will drive right past if they're driving in from California. What you're looking at is the Silverton's 117,000-gallon live reef aquarium, and home to the Mermaid Encounter. The Mermaid Encounter happens every afternoon, every 30 minutes, except for when they're feeding the stingrays. On the weekends, the Mermaid Encounter starts at 12 p.m., and on the weekdays it starts at 4 p.m. All encounters stop at 8 p.m. This is a very popular activity for families with small children. The kids enjoy having kisses blown to them by the mermaid, and honestly, the parents do too. As long as you don't mind explaining to your little one when they ask why Ariel needs an air hose to breathe underwater, you'll have a magical afternoon looking at the fish and interacting with the mermaid. Coming in at number 9 on our list is the Flamingo Habitat at the Flamingo Hotel on the Las Vegas Strip. The Flamingo Habitat, as the name might suggest, is home to live flamingos that are on display in the back lawn of the Flamingo Hotel. However, the flamingos aren't the only stars of the show, as you see from these ducks which are walking out in the river. There are also large freshwater turtles, large koi fish, and several other species of ducks and birds. There are at times handlers which come out with large macaws for people to interact with. However, during our visit, we did not see any. As this area is a live animal habitat, this is one of the rare places in Las Vegas where you cannot smoke outside, as it causes a hazard to the animals. The Flamingo and Wildlife Habitat is open daily from 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. Coming in at number 8 on our list is the Fall of Atlantis show at the Forum Shops at Caesars Palace. To get to the Fall of Atlantis show, you make your way to the back of the Forum Shops, and when you get to the giant rotunda, you've arrived. The Atlantis show is a bit of an older spectacle. The first time I saw it was about 20 years ago, and I can assure you that it's the same animatronics as when I saw it back then. Now, don't expect Disney-level animatronics work, but for what it is, they serve their purpose. Now, some of the projections on the ceiling have faded over time because, as I've stated, it seems that it's the original equipment from 20 years ago, and the movements of the animatronics are fairly stiff. However, if you can overlook the technical shortcomings, the story itself is actually pretty cool. And if you know anything about the legend of Atlantis, you can pretty much guess how it ends. The Fall of Atlantis takes place hourly, noon to 8 p.m. every Thursday through Monday. Coming in at number 7 on our list, the Street Mosphere at the Grand Canal Shops at the Venetian. The Street Mosphere is an odd entry on our list, as it's not a direct attraction like the other entries, but it is the atmosphere itself that is the attraction. There used to be live performers that would roam the streets and put on different displays. However, as of November 2023, the street performances are no longer occurring. However, the gondoliers still take people through the canals of Venice, and they still sing at a couple points along the way. Like the other resort locations we've seen so far, this too is essentially a large mall. However, all of the storefronts are themed to look like you are in the city of Venice. While the lack of street performers is noticeable, it is offset by the presence of several prominent art galleries, including Las Vegas-based Califano. The number 6 spot on our list could have been seen from a mile away, both literally and figuratively. The fountains at Bellagio are iconic, and no top 10 list about free things to do in Las Vegas should be complete without them. The fountains of Bellagio run every 30 minutes throughout the afternoon until 8 p.m. when the schedule increases to every 15 minutes. If you're interested in watching this particular show in its entirety, I have another video on my channel where I covered the Bellagio and opened it with this water show. The fountains at Bellagio have more than just one show. There are multiple shows that take place throughout the day, each choreographed to different music. Most of this music is reminiscent of Vegas, with songs like Viva Las Vegas, also mini hits from Frank Sinatra and the Rat Pack, and more recently, more contemporary hits from Ed Sheeran. I believe this particular show they were doing The Shape of You. Staying at the Bellagio for number 5 on our list, it's the Conservatory, also known as Bellagio's Opus. Each season, the enormously talented horticulture and engineering teams transform this 14,000 square foot botanical garden into a showcase of inspiring sights, sounds, scents, and colors. Spring, summer, fall, and winter are all featured, along with a special display for Lunar New Year. When the seasons change, so do the displays. The talented conservatory team changes out the design and also replants and repurposes as much of the living plant material as possible, further celebrating Mother Nature and the Bellagio's commitment to sustainability. The conservatory, like the Bellagio, is open 24 hours, so for those of you trying to avoid large crowds, try visiting the conservatory earlier in the morning or later in the evening once much of the crowds have dissipated. While visiting the conservatory, be sure you stop by the hotel lobby and look up to see the beautiful glass flower display made by world-famous glass artist Dale Chihuly. Coming in number 4 on our list, it's the Viva Vision at Fremont Street Experience. Viva Vision is the largest LED canopy screen in the world and recently got a $32 million upgrade. The renovated screen boasts 16.4 million brilliant pixels and is 1,375 feet long, 90 feet wide, and suspended 90 feet above Fremont Street's renowned pedestrian mall. The Viva Vision plays shows throughout the day. However, each night starting at 6 p.m. to midnight, every hour on the hour, the Viva Vision features a different artist. For the current lineup, these entries include Katy Perry, Imagine Dragons, Stone Temple Pilots, Shakira, Steve Aoki, Tiesto, and the Chainsmokers. The free light shows at Fremont Street Experience are a must-see in Las Vegas. More than 24 million Las Vegas visitors a year take in the Viva Vision light shows at the Fremont Street Experience. Guests can enjoy a variety of light shows with high-resolution imagery and state-of-the-art 600,000-watt concert-quality sound. Sticking around at the Fremont Street Experience, number 3 on our list is the free concerts. Fremont Street Experience is known for hosting free concerts every weekend. However, certain times throughout the year, big-name artists come to Fremont Street and put on shows absolutely free. I myself have seen artists here such as Big and Rich, Theory of a Dead Man, The Offspring, Smash Mouth, Skillet, The All-American Rejects, and Taking Back Sunday. Even when there's not a big-name artist in town, the Fremont Street Experience is still known for having great resident bands and performances. The music lineups usually include hair metal, alternative rock, oldies hits, and even a dancing DJ. Although the Fremont Street experience is open 24/7, it really comes alive at night, and it's a Las Vegas experience you don't want to miss. And coming in at the number 2 spot, the penultimate entry on our list is the infamous Mirage Volcano. The Mirage Volcano has been wowing travelers for over 30 years. The volcano erupts in a nightly fiery display against a backdrop of dancing water jets, complete with a pulsating soundtrack and a kaleidoscopic light show. It actually emits heat to mimic an actual eruption. The show draws a sizable crowd each time, so it's recommended to get there early to snag a good viewing spot. The Mirage Volcano had been rumored to have been shut down to make way for the Hard Rock Hotel's new guitar-shaped tower, but as of March 1st of this year, the shows have resumed and the volcano isn't going anywhere just yet. And for those of you still watching, we want to say thank you and we appreciate your viewership. If you would, please do us a favor by liking this video, subscribing to our channel, and hitting that notification bell so you can stay up to date with all of our latest videos. And now, as promised at the beginning, we move on to number 1, the attraction that even I didn't know existed. The number 1 entry on our list is the Lake of Dreams at the Wynn Resort Las Vegas. The Lake of Dreams is a multimedia experience that blends colorful puppetry, an immersive soundtrack, and state-of-the-art sound and lighting to create an unforgettable spectacle on Wynn's signature water attraction. Sparkling with 5,500 LED lights, the 3-acre Lake of Dreams is framed by a 90-foot performance waterfall and 1,500 pine trees, the backdrop for sensational visuals designed by a world-class team that includes Emmy-winning director Kenny Ortega, production designer Michael Curry, and lighting designer Patrick Woodruff. The Lake of Dreams can be found just outside the entrance to the Parasol Bar, and I actually viewed it from an upstairs viewing balcony. One of the reasons not a lot of people know about Lake of Dreams' existence is because of its location. Unlike the other free shows on our list, which are featured prominently at the front of the property or at the end of a mall, Lake of Dreams is tucked away behind that wall of pine trees and is facing inward toward the resort. You cannot see it from the Strip, although the attraction is sitting on the Strip side of the property. As someone who's seen a lot of these shows in Vegas, I can honestly say that Lake of Dreams was absolutely spectacular. The footage that you're seeing right now was choreographed to David Bowie's Space Oddity, and it is only one of a selection of shows that is performed here. The show I was actually hoping to see when I came to Lake of Dreams features a giant animatronic frog singing Rat Pack hits. However, upon seeing this show, I still was not disappointed. I will have to return another time to see the frog show, but Space Oddity was definitely worth the price of admission, which was free. And that does it for our list of top 10 things to do in Las Vegas absolutely free in 2024. Did you know about any of these? Are you planning on going? Let us know in the comments. But until next time, this is Daryl from Neon Tourist. Safe travels.